Have you ever thought about what would happen if one single event wiped out everything you've worked for? I'm talking your home, your savings, even a slice of your future income. It's a scary thought, right? But it's a very real risk. Today, we're going to talk about the one piece of financial protection that could stop that nightmare from ever happening: umbrella insurance. Okay, so let's make this real. Forget the abstract stuff. Just picture this. You're in a serious car accident, a split-second mistake, and a court finds you liable for $800,000 in damages. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds extreme, but verdicts like this, they happen every single day. The real question is, what would you do? Now, you're a responsible person. You've got a decent car insurance policy. Let's say it covers you for up to $300,000. That's a great start, for sure. But look at the math. It leaves a massive, terrifying gap. You would still be personally on the hook for $500,000. So where does that money come from? And that right there, that's what's known as the $1,000,000 gap. It's that dangerous, exposed space between where your standard insurance stops and the actual cost of a major lawsuit keeps going. It's in that gap where a whole lifetime of savings can just, poof, vanish in an instant. So, how in the world do you protect yourself from a catastrophic gap like that? Well, that's where umbrella insurance comes into the picture. This is your financial safety net, designed specifically for that absolute worst-case scenario. So what is this thing exactly? Think of it as a powerful extra layer of liability coverage. It doesn't replace your current policies, it actually sits right on top of them. So once your auto or your home insurance is totally maxed out, the umbrella policy opens up and shields you from the rest. Honestly, here is the absolute perfect way to think about it. It really is a safety net for your safety net. Your regular insurance, that's your first line of defense. It's essential. But if that net breaks under the weight of a huge claim, the umbrella policy is there to catch you before you hit the ground. And look, while that car crash scenario is what gets all the attention, this protection goes way beyond the highway. Some of the biggest liability risks we all face happen right in our own homes, just in our everyday lives. You ever host a party where someone could slip? Or maybe your dog, who's usually a sweetheart, has a really bad day and bites somebody? If you're a landlord, you face potential liability every single day. In any of these situations, if a lawsuit blows right past your standard coverage, this is the thing that protects your entire financial life. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, this sounds essential, but it's gotta be crazy expensive, right? Well, the price tag might be the most surprising and frankly the best part of this whole thing. First, let's talk about the protection. A standard entry-level umbrella policy usually gives you an extra $1 million in coverage. $1 million! That is a massive financial shield that can protect everything you own against a truly catastrophic lawsuit. And what does that $1 million shield cost you? Get this, for most people, it's somewhere between $150 and $300 for the entire year. Yeah, you heard that right. A year. That's a staggering amount of protection for a shockingly small price. Let's really put that in perspective. We're talking less than $1 a day. It costs more to buy a cup of coffee. You get total peace of mind knowing your financial future is secure for less than $1 a day. This protection is truly accessible. So, is this just for the super rich? No, absolutely not. That's one of the biggest myths out there. The real question isn't how much money you have right now. It's, do you have a life and a future that's worth protecting? Let's break down who should be seriously looking at this. Do any of these sound like you? If you own a home, you've got significant liability. If you're a landlord, that risk is even bigger. For parents with teen drivers, well, you know the stats. Your assets are on the line every single time they grab the keys. And if you have any savings or investments at all, this is what shields them. And here's a critical detail that so many people miss. Umbrella insurance doesn't just protect what you have now. You know, your house, your 401k. If you lose a major lawsuit, a court can literally take a piece of your future paychecks for years. This insurance helps protect that future income stream too. It protects the life you've built and the one you're still building. It really just boils down to this. This kind of coverage isn't some luxury item or a status symbol. It's a sign of smart, responsible financial planning for anyone who's worked hard and wants to make sure they don't lose it all by some freak accident. So what's the next step? It is unbelievably simple. You don't need to be an expert. Just make one phone call. Call your current auto or home insurance provider and ask 2 simple questions. Do you guys offer umbrella coverage? And what would it cost me? That's it. It's that easy. And we'll leave you with the most important thing to remember. Insurance is one of the only things in life that you have to buy before you need it. You can't wait for the accident to happen or for the lawsuit papers to show up, because by then the storm has already hit, and it's way too late to open that umbrella.